Hey, American contractors, viewers of the American Contractor Show. I'm here with John Dye at Win the Storm, and I have to tell you, anyone that is associated with American Contractor Show, you are a badass.
Big shout out to American Contractor Show. If you don't know, you definitely need to check out the Storm Summit. They're doing it in excellence. Check them out.
Hey, what's up? This is your friend, Francisco Serrano. If you haven't checked it out, American Contractor Show, YouTube channel, Facebook channel, Twitter, Instagram, all the platforms, you need to go them, like them, start learning about your craft.
Hey, I'm Matt Danskin with Restoration Referral System. Check out the American Contractor Show. The truck that they've got is awesome. Everything else that they have going on.
This is Larry Bache with the Merlin Law Group, helping policyholders for more than 30 years. If you have a claim or your client has a claim that needs help, please feel free to call the Merlin Law Group because we are the true policyholder advocate.
C3 was eager to help us, and even whenever we weren't giving them work, they were still eager to give advice. The things that they were putting out for the for changing from DMO to RFG and giving that to the industry and not charging anything for it, I thought was really cool. And that's stuff that I as a contractor appreciate. I'd recommend C3 to any contractor that's looking for a PA, especially if you're around Colorado. Great guys, man. I'm nothing but happy with the work they've done for us.
What's up, everybody? I'm meteorologist Andrea Myers, bringing you guys your daily hail forecast, sponsored as always by C3 Group, Merlin Law Group, and American Contractor Show. Go ahead and check them out in the description to this video. So we have back-to-back Minnesota risks and Wisconsin risks. We had some yesterday. We have more hail and wind risks for you guys today up in that area, as well as the Northeast. Then into tomorrow, same story. The risks are sticking around through Wisconsin and Minnesota for hail and wind. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. And then finally, as you guys know, we've had a tropical disturbance that's been hanging around the eastern part or the western part of the Atlantic. So we're going to check back in on that and see what's up out there. But first, before we get to our weather, check us out at the NTRCA Mini Trade Show. That is going to be on August 4th, so I believe that's next week. Time is flying by. So that's going to be in Grapevine, Texas at the Grapevine Convention Center, the NTRCA Mini Trade Show. So go ahead and come see us there. And then after that, our next upcoming event is going to be the Thunder Road Race for Recovery. That's on September 15th in Norman, Oklahoma at the Oklahoma Motorsports Complex. So if you guys are anywhere in that area, if you like racing, fast go-karts, go ahead and get on out there. You can race in this event and you can also sponsor this event, and all the proceeds are going to benefit roofers in recovery. So it's a really great cause and it's going to be a really good time. So if you guys want to go ahead and be a part of that, you can do that through our Linktree link also provided in this video. So now let's talk a little bit about what happened yesterday. So we got some hail and wind reports to go around, most notably through Wisconsin and Minnesota here, and that's where our risk was yesterday. So we got plenty of hail reports to go around through the north central part of Wisconsin all the way through northern Minnesota. Honestly, we got some 3 inchers up through there, so some large hail to go around there, and then also some wind through that area. So definitely a exciting night of thunderstorms for you guys up in northern Minnesota and Wisconsin. And then down across the east coast here, we got some wind reports to go around through the western, all the way to the coastal part of Virginia, western part of North Carolina, and we got a couple of scattered hail reports through there as well. So busy day for those of you in the upper Midwest as well as the East Coast. Going to be another busy one into today. So right now, gorgeous for most of us as usual. However, up in the upper Midwest here, this is where the story is going to change a little bit. We've already had some cells moving through La Crosse. You guys got some hail earlier this morning, and those are continuing to move their way out of your area. We got a severe thunderstorm right there, it looks like. So those are going to continue to move out of your way into this afternoon, and the air behind that is going to try to recover, heat up a little bit, and we could get some storms back through this area later this evening. So we're going to look at that. And then if we hop on over to the northeast, we've got a severe thunderstorm watch going on right now, and that is for 70-mile-per-hour winds as well as possible large hail, along with this band of storms that's getting ready to push eastward through New York, through New Hampshire and Vermont. you guys got a lot of states up in New England, but we got this band of storms that's moving eastward through that area, and that's going to produce some strong winds along with it as it continues to rocket out towards the Atlantic coast later this evening. So plenty to go around for you guys up north. Not so much for us in the rest of the country right now. Pretty sunny and dry. And then you guys also know that we have been hot and muggy for most of the nation for the past few days. That's going to stick around. We're sitting in the 70s and 80s and even the 90s down in Texas right now. And for our humidity, we're at 69-degree dew points in Minneapolis, all the way down to 72 degrees through New Orleans. So sitting in the 60s and 70s dew points, and the 70s and 80s for temperatures is going to give us those hot, humid, muggy temperatures that we've been seeing for the past while now. So those are going to stick around for a little bit more. What's that going to do for our instability here? So through southern Minnesota and eastern or western Wisconsin into tonight. This is 8 p.m. We've got those moderate and high values through that area, and that means we have a ton of instability for those storms that are going to get ready to go by this evening. And as those form, that's going to eat away at that instability into later into the overnight hours. However, plenty to go around for those storms to feed off of, and that is what we need for that significant hail to form. So that's going to start to increase. This is our significant hail model. It's not necessarily what size the hail is going to be. It just shows the potential for how large the hail could be. So through southern Minnesota, we could get those warmer values, which means we have the potential for some larger hail to form through that area where that high instability is. That's going to continue through the evening and into the early overnight hours as those storms move through the area. So plenty of chances for large hail into tonight. So that's what this is going to look like on radar here. Not too much to speak of for the first few hours, and then boom, by 8 o'clock, there's our storms forming by La Crosse, and they are looking pretty messy. You guys know storm mode is very important to whether or not we can get that large hail out of these storms. We like them to stay singular and isolated if they want to form those large hailstones, and right now looking pretty messy through that area. So not sure that they can sustain themselves to form that large hail as they move out of the area. And then we get another round into the early overnight hours, again through the Minnesota and Wisconsin border. So that leaves us with our hail potential for today. Actually, that's going to talk about the New England risk first, and then our hail potential for today. We do have a chance for some hail through New England. However, it's mostly going to be a wind risk, very scattered hail chances through this. Wind is definitely going to steal the show as we move through New York and all the way into Massachusetts here. We could get some gusty winds with any of these storms. By 9 p.m., these are getting ready to move through the Boston area and then into the late night hours off of the East Coast, and then you guys should be in the clear for the overnight. So now into our hail forecast. This is what we have for you guys into this evening. Like I said, too scattered to really pin down anything through the New England area. However, all the way from the eastern part of Wisconsin into the far or eastern part of South Dakota here, quarters to $half possible. And then where that area of strongest instability is through southern Minnesota, that's where we could get our ping pong to golf balls. So looking into our specific cities, if you guys are in Sioux Falls, a little farther west for my liking, everywhere west of Minneapolis has got some capping issues, so we may not see storms form, but if they do, they have the potential to produce some large hail in the quarter to $half size range. Everything looks like it's going to stay south of Minneapolis at this point. We still have hope. You guys are in the low chance. Don't shoot the messenger. It just looks like it's going to stay south of you guys right now. La Crosse, you guys do have the best chance of seeing some ping pong to golf ball sized hail later tonight. Could be larger than that if it stays isolated and singled out. However, right now, again, it's looking pretty messy out through that area. And finally, if you guys are in Milwaukee, you guys also have a quarter to $half size chance for later tonight. Then getting into wind. So we have our risk area for hail through here, and then we're going to extend that all the way along the east coast where we have that line of storms getting ready to push through. So if you guys are in the Grand Forks area all the way to Green Bay, you guys are in a low chance of seeing some gusty winds with any of those storm clusters that are going to move through. If you're between Minneapolis and Green Bay, specifically that La Crosse area, you guys are at a little bit more of a moderate chance of seeing some gusty winds as well. And then if we push off to the east, anywhere from Buffalo all the way to Boston, you guys are also in a higher chance of seeing some gusty winds later this evening into tonight as that band pushes through, keeping that storm mode, that linear mode that we like to see for those strong winds. So we're putting you guys in a moderate chance of some damaging winds into tonight, so stay weather aware for that. Then into tomorrow. Again, Wisconsin and Minnesota, you guys are stealing the show for our hail and wind chances into the next couple of days. So quiet start again to our day tomorrow. However, by 6 p.m., the northern part of Minnesota could get a singular storm getting ready to push through, and then it's quickly going to get messy once again. It's going to move through the Duluth area again. But by 9, we do have a couple of singular storms that are getting ready to push through the northern part of Wisconsin here. Those could produce some hail. However, they're still pretty messy, so probably $0.25 to $0.50 through there once they get banded up like that. And then they're going to push through the area through Green Bay and then down towards Chicago into the overnight hours, producing more of a wind risk as they go. So that's what this is going to look like for you guys moving into the upper Midwest area, $0.25 to $0.50, where we saw those storms track through Minnesota, through Wisconsin, and then through Michigan. Going to see $0.25 to $0.50 size chances through there. And while they stay isolated in that area of strong instability, like we like to see, going to get ping pong to golf ball sized hail chances through there. So for you guys in Minneapolis, you do have another chance into tomorrow for those storms. If they can push far enough south, it could get you with $0.25 to $0.50 sized hail. Green Bay, those storms look like they're going to track right over you guys, so you are in a moderate chance of seeing some hail. Chicago and Detroit as well, $0.25 to $0.50 possible for you. And then anywhere in the area from Minnesota to Wisconsin in that central swath there, that's where we could see those ping pong to golf ball sized hailstones possible into tomorrow evening. And then last but not least, for our severe chances, we've got a wind risk into tomorrow as well. So if you guys are in the Minnesota area, pretty much the whole state, other than the very far western part, is at a gusty wind chance into tomorrow. Minneapolis as well. La Crosse and Green Bay, as those storms track through, you are in a moderate chance of seeing some damaging winds into tomorrow night. And then pushing down southeastward, Detroit, Pittsburgh, and even the Washington, D.C. area, you guys are also in a chance of seeing some damaging winds as that band pushes southeastward into the overnight hours tomorrow. So that's what we've got into our severe chances for the next few days. And then for our tropicals chances, this is nothing to get alarmed about right now, guys. No formation chance over the next 2 or 5 days, but we still do have a tropical disturbance. It's now made its way over land in the Georgia, South Carolina area, and what that's going to do is just produce some gusty winds, some heavy rain for you guys over the next day or so. Not really no chance of development over the next couple of days. It's over that dry land that we don't need for tropical development. However, still going to get some tropical winds and rain from that. So again, stay weather aware, just important to know. So we're going to keep you guys updated on those storm chances into tomorrow and the upcoming days. If you guys want to go ahead and follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, you can hit see first on Facebook so you never miss a live video, and smash that subscribe button on YouTube as well. And if you guys want to get in contact with us, you can call us at 855-334-4245. You can also email us if you'd rather at info@hailtrace.com, or check out our website, hailtrace.com, for more details. And for now, I'm meteorologist Andrea Myers. Thanks for watching.